Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 9 of the anime series Log Horizon, which I finally got to see, unfortunately, because I'm a strictly mobile user with all things online, and my mobile device is actually getting quite old. There's only one mobile-friendly site I can access to catch these episodes anymore, and I had to wait a few days for them to actually get around to uploading it. But now that I've finally seen it, oh man, was this episode awesome. Just kicked so much ass. Shiro is a master manipulator. He's a master strategist, as we know, and we finally find out what it is that he brought those three sort of marketplace guilds together for in the previous episode, talking to Marielle and Henrietta of the Crescent Moon Alliance to sort of con them out of, 5 million gold or whatever it was. His plan wasn't this big epic quest as they made them think. It was to attain ownership of this big guild sort of hub for the entirety of Akibahara. Now that he owns it, his name is attached to it, he can control who comes, who goes, who is able to get their wares and fortunes out of the bank and everything like that. And he's called all the sort of prime pickings, the cream of the crop, heads of all these other guilds who will be beneficial toward his cause, his intended cause of creating prosperity and leveling the playing field for everyone who is living in this environment now. The people who are being treated unfairly, bring them a level of prosperity and equality as well. He's brought them all together to try to talk them into sort of taming the old West that is Akibahara. And it's just a masterstroke because there's a duality in this episode. Not only does he have this roundtable discussion going on, where one of the guilds ends up leaving because they don't really care and all this stuff, showing that they may be on a negative sort of side. All the while this is going on, he has Akatsuki, now Sugu, and other members of Crescent Moon getting ready to control Homeland and save all of those kids that are being controlled and manipulated and forced to be in there, getting those EXP pots together and everything, basically being exploited, including, of course, the brother-sister Minori and Toya. And that was just fantastic because you got to see them actually showing some skill, fighting off one of the guard guys and the Schrader guy who then attacks. But Akatsuki gets there right at the last minute, hands this guy his ass and says, "Oh, your name is Schrader. Well, yeah, it looks like you've been through a shredder." Made me laugh out loud. Hands the guy his ass, sends him over to Naosugu, who then twists his arm and is breaking his arm, also handing him his ass. And as this success hits home, you have Shiro sort of, setting the template for what it is he intends to do. And he outlines that plan. He says it's a two-step plan. We want to make everything fair for everybody, and we want to implement laws to make sure that this is how it's going to stay. Anyone who doesn't want to play along, he's kind of moved to saying or suggesting that he's going to blackmail everybody if they don't play along. But the thing is, one of the other guys ends up sort of turning the tables and saying, well, it's going to be all-out war. If we don't get our way, nobody should get their way. And Shiro responds in kind. So I think it's ironic that it's that guy who's trying to challenge him. I mean, he even stands up toward the end when Shiro gets the message that they've actually beaten Homeland and saved the kids, and he laughs. The guy stands up and he's getting confrontational, but he's the guy who says, all right, I want to hear what your plan is. And all the people around this sort of roundtable discussion seem to be tentative and apprehensive, but they want to hear. They want to hear what it is Shiro has planned. And it's just, this guy owns, Shiro is my hero. That's what I'm going to say by the end of this episode. So yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you're able to post what you thought of this episode, if you've seen it, I'd say it kicked all kinds of ass all over the place. And I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, otherwise, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.